Yeah, it's time. It's about time for the interview. Get to answer all the questions that you need to ask to find out what you need to know. So come on, baby, let's go. Come with me, let's try to answer all the questions that you have. Express it all with total candor. Make you cry or make you laugh.
Good evening, good day, good afternoon. Welcome to Geechee Line Journey. Geechee Line Journey, if you're here, you know who this is and what time it is. We want you to subscribe right now. Subscribe right now to Geechee Line Journey. Share this video and like it in that order. Subscribe first. Trying to reach that 1,000 subscriber mark to give me a higher platform, to really spread this out. But we like to welcome you. I'm live. You're not listening to this live, but I'm live from San Carlos City here in Negros Occidental here in the Philippines. And I have a special guest here. As you know, as I told you, those of you who have been following me, I did do a vlog here in San Carlos City last fall, where I basically said I'm kind of changing the direction a little bit of this station. This station is going to highlight not only my physical travel journey in the Philippines and the world, but also my musical journey. And that's what we're going to deal with tonight with the music. I've been privileged to meet a few musicians here, some would-be expats. I don't know whether he's an expat yet, or he can get into that. But I have a special guest here, one of the people that I've met. His name is Michael. He has a group called Music in Motion, Music to Motion on Facebook. And we're going to just kind of shoot the breeze here tonight. I'm going to let him introduce himself, introduce himself to you all. So without further ado, go ahead, Mike. Tell him about it, Mike.
All right, brother. Yeah, my name's Michael Johnson. I am in the Philippines now, in Tanza Cavite, which is south of Manila. Um, Still on a tourist visa, but did that as a test, and I'm going to probably apply for the retirement visa and make this my home. But yeah, I think there's a lot of retirees and people I've seen on other channels love music also. So that's where we connect mainly is music. And like you're trying to do in my group, it's all about collaboration, connecting people, collaboration, and let's just make music and make the best of life.
Yeah. So one thing I guess I may have run across your Facebook or might have run across you in one of the comments, maybe on another YouTube vlog, possibly. I believe
Somehow,
because I know that I can remember connecting with you when I was doing live streams with Lilibeth Tate. And
yes.
I think I actually connected you with Lilibeth, and
Yep.
you subsequently become a guest, a panelist on her show as well, subsequent to my introducing you all. But what we're going to talk about here is as for me, I've been in the Philippines a little over 7 months. And I would say only now within the past month or maybe 2 months that now I've actually began to more regularly really get into the practice of creating music and associating with some musicians. Now, when I was in Davao, the beginning of December, I reached 500 subscribers at that time. So at that time, I did do a live karaoke concert in Davao City. I did share it on my channel. I think I might have had it on my channel maybe for 3 or 4 days, then I took it down. I may, reshare it again, probably once I reach the 1,000 mark. But while I was in Davao, I did connect with some musicians there, and now here that I'm in St. Carlos, I'm doing the same thing. So tell us what Music to Motion is all about, which is your main channel now, because you're not really that active on YouTube. You're more on Facebook.
Yeah, mostly on Facebook. Every member of my group on Facebook, well, I keep it small. I don't want to blow up. It's everybody in that group is related to music. They either play something, write songs, that they're related to music. It's all about joining people together that love music and they want to collab. We've done many collaborations. It's just the love of music and like-minded people. You know? And we share things. Sometimes you see funny things about music or something,
Yeah.
share that. As long as it's music related, you can join my group. If it's music related, you can post. You're welcome to share your own music. I have no rules against self promotion.
Right. Yeah, there
Yeah,
are some groups like that where they say no self-promotion.
right. No, I'm not like that. I'm just a down to earth, normal guy.
Mm-hmm. To that end, let me say, you say you're down to earth, normal guy, but really you're not an ordinary person. Just as I'm not an ordinary person, because to me, it takes someone with extraordinary quality to pick up and travel and move the way you and I have. I mean, now you take me, yes. The end of August, yes. Get 1st of September, yes. I retired, packed up, moved from Chicago. I've been active staying in the Philippines over 7 months, and I intend to stay here. So really, I mean, that takes extraordinary initiative and drive to whatever to be motivated to make that move. Now, you came here, I believe, a little bit after I did, right?
October 12th.
October 12th. See, I came September 15th. So you were almost a month
About 1
after I
month.
did. 1 month.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
was that?
Oh, that's my cousin,
Thank you, thank you.
Ambo.
Hey,
Oh,
buddy.
okay. All right, I see he's got a wolf. He's got a Huskies basketball on his shirt on.
Yeah. He's for Philippines, he's tall. He's like 6'1". Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Big
Yeah,
boy.
that's tall. It most
Yeah.
certainly is. So
Yeah.
what is let's talk about what plans do you have or what are you doing now regards to music while you're in the Philippines?
Well, let me give a little backstory. Um, and you're from Chicago, and I was born about, I guess, about 2 hours south of there, little town called Ottawa, Illinois.
Yes,
Um,
heard of it.
it's right off the Illinois River. Uh, then I grew up in Illinois probably till I was about 12, 13. But during grade school, maybe second, third grade, I joined the band to play snare drum. Yeah. And then, life happens, people move. So I ended up moving to Nashville, Tennessee as a
Ah,
teenager. And I grew up in Music City, Nashville, Tennessee.
mm,
My entire family was in music. My mother sang and musician, and my father, brilliant guitar player, my uncle. you know, we could play almost anything with strings. He was a studio engineer in Nashville also. Uh, so I had the privilege of growing up being able to go to a professional studio and watch how they do in Nashville. Um, but yeah, I'm I'm not supposed to be retired yet. I'm 52 years old.
Yeah, that's
But
young. You're a baby.
well, I got laid off from my job last year, and I previously was married, but my wife passed away,
Oh, sorry to
and
hear that.
I said it's time. It's time for a change. And I met this beautiful Filipina. We met through a mutual friend, a music friend.
A music
His name
friend.
was, yeah, a music friend named Thomas. He retired here many years ago. And when he knew about my wife, whatever, he introduced me to his wife's good friend. And we started talking. Started out as friends. Um, a couple of years later, next thing you know, we're close, right? That's
Yeah.
how LDR works. You start out as friends, you chit chat, and then yeah. Subsequently, though, my friend Thomas passed away,
Ah,
so I come over. Yeah, I come over here, and he's gone. But now I have a beautiful Filipina. I still have an apartment in the U.S. All my music gear is there, but I think I plan to go there, liquidate everything, SRRB or whatever do the retirement visa and make this my permanent. Um, hopefully by connecting with, people like you, like-minded people like you, me, and others, I actually plan to try to put together a little music studio somewhere and we can all collab and, you know, do things like that. But uh, let's see. In 2018, I decided to delve into taking my music as a hobby into sync licensing, which
okay.
is for TV, television, film, which for advertisements. And I got connected with several people, and they're called libraries, music libraries, and they connect their library of music. They reach out to TV, whatever, they be managers or music advisors and stuff for these different shows. Fortunately, I got placements on several TV shows just because I tried.
Yeah.
Got a wild hair up my ass, I guess. Said, hey, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
see what
I've
happens.
been hearing quite a bit from a couple of people. My engineer back in Chicago, he was talking about, I think, licensing, and then this other music app that I got involved with, they were going heavy into sync licensing. So um when I think of sync licensing, I'm thinking, I mean, that's somebody that really just writes a whole lot of instrumentals pretty much
Yeah,
and
it's both.
submits them to place.
Yeah, it depends. Some are instrumental, some are they want vocals. Well, what they send you when you get connected with them, when they're looking for something for us, it's usually a scene in a show.
Okay.
They're specific. They want either male, female vocals, a male vocal, female vocal. They'll tell you. Some say male or female. Um, they'll tell you the style of music. They'll give you references of songs to listen to. They're looking for something like that. The
Oh.
reference tracks. Yeah, they call them
Mm.
reference tracks. Yeah. Um, now the whole sync licensing industry right now is in uproar. It's really in an uproar because of artificial intelligence
Yeah,
being able
yeah.
to being able to spit out. I've been experimenting with that stuff too. Um, but yeah, for example, some now I didn't get placed on this, but it was a brief, described what they were looking for. Um, it was going to be a children's show and a lot of playful stuff around playground, and they wanted upbeat kind of but folky,
Yeah,
but they wanted whistling. The whistle. I can't whistle. I had a hell of a time finding somebody that could actually whistle and record it.
right.
So I ended up, I found a sample of somebody whistling and took it into, uh, and then took it into there's a program called, it's kind of like auto tune, but it's called Melodyne. And I manipulated the whistle to match my song. So it's kind of an upbeat fun for a children's show. Just think of the merry-go-round, the
Mm-hmm.
kids playing, I did come up with something pretty good. Uh, if you want, I can try to share that, but you don't have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, that I remember I was actually on the bus on the way to Bacala or somewhere when I was listening in on your Music to Motion group you had on Facebook, and
Oh yeah,
you were discussing that artificial intelligence. And
yes.
I mean, I'm really sounding kind of wary about that because what you just described, why would they bother to sync license with anyone when they can just use the same damn AI that you use and they ain't got to pay?
Now here's the thing.
I mean,
It's actually,
I'd be damned if I paid you.
I know, I got you, brother. Here's the thing. There's it's going to be big. I've seen because I followed this intensely. Um, there's a big petition by all the big players, Sony, BMG, all the big players. Um, who owns the copyright?
Yeah.
Because AI evidently scanned all the music it can scrape across the internet without permission from the creator. So it's who owns the copyright?
So you saying they actually took samples of release,
Real,
copyrighted,
real.
published music?
It's obvious. It's obvious if you listen to it. And I'm not going to name any AI platforms I've tested
No,
just
don't do
because,
that. But I mean, yeah.
yeah, but I
I
can
mean,
hear
that's sampling. That's
similarities.
just a sophisticated form of sampling, and it's just disguised better. But technically, if something
Yep.
was created without AI and all you did was, yeah, I mean, I could see that. I mean,
There's
I could dig that. But see, this is it. How would you be able to tell that unless there's some kind of digital fingerprint?
they're they're talking about that too. I personally, being, you know, experienced in recording and mixing and engineering and all that, I can tell. I can listen and I know if it's AI or not. I actually
Really?
can hear it.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
average Joe is not going to be able to tell that though.
No, your average consumer won't know, but a professional will. You can hear the there's little artifacts like in the vocals and stuff and in instruments. You can hear it if it's artificial, but your average
See,
Joe will not know.
yeah, I mean, that's a big deal. I don't know how they're going to resolve that, but see, you got this. If it is AI, you had to use somebody's program. So, in a way, on a much more intricate scale, that's just like if somebody's using a rhythm machine or what we used to call drum machine
Yep. TR-808.
to make beats.
Yep.
The old fashioned analog stuff, that's not a real drummer, that's a machine.
Yeah,
But
I've
you're
used
not,
them.
but you're not paying Roland or whoever the drum machine used to be, Lindrum. I don't know, you may be too young for
Lindrum was
that.
good. No, I
You
had one.
know,
I had a Lindrum, TR-707, TR-808, TR-909.
yeah, I
I
had a
know.
707, 727,
Yeah.
but that's going to be really tricky because but it's like this. Unless you have a surefire way to detect whether it's AI or not, I mean, it's a moot point. Really, it's a
There's
moot point.
Well, there's a petition in front of Congress right now to just settle it all. They want to know where all these AI platforms sourced their music from, and then who owns the copyright, and if you use their AI stuff to make a song,
Yeah,
if you read the fine print on some of these, I beta tested.
yeah.
They actually they own the rights. Anything you input to it, whatever. So they're smart because they're retaining all the rights to anything you even use AI to create.
So
Unless you pay them
who's retaining the rights? The AI companies or the
so far,
source,
yeah.
the source musicians?
Well, there's no direct. So that's the problem. That's why it's going before Congress. There's no way to detect what the source was, but they know they used public songs. Like, they can skim YouTube music or Apple
Yeah.
or whatever and just listen to songs and train the AI.
No, this is what I was thinking just now as you were speaking. Do the AI companies, do they know or do they keep a record of where they got the sources from?
I'm sure they do.
Now,
Yeah,
see,
it's
okay, so there you go. Now, if they are keeping that type of track, then when they put those items into their software, I mean, if you think about it, yeah, I mean, you could somewhat monetize that if you buy John Doe software. It contains these millions of pieces of music. The presumption is that you have access to all of them to do with as you will. But the question is, do you have to pay the source people? Now, what I can see happening with that is that the AI companies would then charge the end user a higher amount to avail themselves of that software. What do you think?
Well, they're already charging. Uh, if you want to be able to claim your own rights to a song that the AI generates, they charge you a fee. Now, last I checked, I don't know, it's been several years since I did a US
Oh, wait
copyright.
a minute. So you're saying, let's not cut you off. So you're saying if you, like the other day, last week, you demonstrated on the fly a song being created. Are you
Yes.
saying that at that point, there's an option where a person can claim rights to what was produced
You can claim
for a
rights, but
fee?
yes, for a fee. Now, last I
Oh, okay.
remember when I was in the
Oh,
US, the last song I copyrighted it's like what, $50. $50 to copyright. Or unless you do like
okay.
but I think they charge like $35, and then they give you the rights to that instead of them retaining it.
Oh,
But
okay.
still,
So basically, at
still.
that point, you can submit that to the U.S. for copyright.
I wouldn't at this point because it's all foggy. It's so unclear. The law is so unclear right now about AI generated stuff that I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I'm testing it. You know, I make real music. I'm just testing AI.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
wouldn't.
why
I
I mean
wouldn't.
I was kind of wary of it. But you were saying that you could pay them $35 and get the rights. What rights is that?
No, that just means they will not retain the right. It doesn't mean you have a copyright. It
No,
just
but
means they
then what it
wouldn't.
sounds like is they don't have the copyright either.
Exactly. That's why it's going in front of Congress.
Oh, they don't have the copyright either.
No, it's crazy. But I can play you one I generated using AI only.
Yeah,
And
why
it
don't
turned
you
out
do
really
that?
good.
Why
All
don't
right.
you
You
do
let
that
me know if
right
you
now?
see, you let me know if you hear it.
In land where the waves kiss the shore, underneath
Let it
the
play. Let
palm
that song
tree,
play. I'll be right back.
I met her once more. Her name was Venus, a Filipina queen, with eyes like the ocean, the loveliest I've seen. Oh, Venus, my love, my guiding star, in your arms I found paradise, near and far. To the Philippines we'll fly, you and I. In your embrace, love will never die.
Is that totally AI
From
generated?
the moment we met, it felt
Okay.
so right.
And tell the people, if
Lost
you
in
can,
your laughter,
what did you
under the
input into the
moonlight.
software
With
to
each
have them
passing
produce
day,
that?
our love grows strong.
Okay.
In your embrace,
Let
I
it play a
know
little bit longer.
I belong.
We
Okay.
have several minutes left.
Oh,
And
Venus,
I'll
my
explain.
love, my guiding star. In your arms I found paradise, near and far. To the Philippines we'll fly, you and I. In your embrace, love will never die. Through the hills and valleys we'll roam. In your heart I found my home.
Hand in hand we face the unknown.
Yeah.
Together
Nobody gonna
our
know
worth
that's
will
AI.
forever be shown. Underneath the palm trees I met her once more. Her name was Venus, a Filipina queen, with eyes like the ocean, the loveliest I've seen. Venus, I've Filipina queen, with eyes like the ocean, the loveliest I've seen. Oh, Venus, my love, my guiding star, in your embrace will fly where I belong.
Oh, Venus, my love, my guiding star. In your arms I found paradise, near and far. To the Philippines we'll fly, you and I. In your embrace, love will never die.
It's crazy.
From the moment we met.
Yeah.
It's
What?
crazy
I mean,
good.
that's what it is.
Lost in your laughter under the moonlight. With each
That's what
passing
it is.
day, our love grow strong in your embrace. I know I belong. Oh, Venus, my love, my guiding innermost Venus.
Flies like the ocean, the loveliest I've seen. Oh, Venus, I've Filipina queen.
Mm-hmm.
I was blown away. Now, the way you prompt, that's prompting is if you learn about AI, I started out, you, I wanted to write a song and I come up with some words. You know, Venus is my girlfriend's name,
Yeah.
and she's Filipina, and I
Philippine
traveled,
Queen.
I traveled. So I went to ChatGPT first, and I said, write me a song about da da da. I filled in all that. ChatGPT spit this out in song format, you know, puts in parentheses or brackets, you know, intro, verse one, chorus, all that. So I copied that, pasted it into these other, I'm not going to mention their name, AIs, and said, take these lyrics and write a song around it in the mood or like soft, loving, uh, you know, you just give it the type or style you want, and it'll spit it out in about 30 seconds. That took maybe 30 seconds.
3 seconds, but you had Chat GPT
Write
do the
it.
lyrics, and then you
Yeah,
dropped it in to this other
yeah,
software and produced that.
yes.
Ah,
But now,
yeah,
now the other software now, because I was beta testing for quite a while, now the other software just says it'll do lyrics for you too now. And
yeah,
it's kind of like using ChatGPT. You just say, write a song about blah 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 blah, and it'll spit it out. Yeah.
yeah. I
But
mean, that's really going to be controversial, but I think it's something that's just really going to hit real fast. Now, I had, and let me just give you a related story for me. Before I left America last year, I had those that follow me know that I'm a musician. And I mean, I released 3 albums last year before I left America. But there's a song or two that I originally intended for a female vocalist to be on. Now, for reasons I won't mention here, I was not able to get that person to agree to actually go in the studio and record. Okay. But what I was thinking of, if I was under the impression, it turned out terrible, but I was under the impression that I could get a sample of her singing voice, her actual singing voice, and put it in this software, and that it will be able to mimic or duplicate that voice and put it, into an actual song, but
yeah,
it
not
didn't
quite.
come out well at all.
No. Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Now, you said you was able to kind of duplicate a whistle. This
I
company
can show you.
purported that they would be able to almost clone somebody's voice. But of
There are
course, you couldn't
those.
use Drake or
No.
somebody like that
Snoop.
that was famous.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg or whatever. Actually, they're out there. But I know we only have a few minutes left, but you want to hear that whistle song? The one this
Yeah,
is
we can
actually
do it.
real. This is
Right.
actually all me, but using tools available to me.
Mm-hmm. so you can't whistle. I don't hear anything.
Oh, you know what? That's why I have to click share. I guess the share stopped.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't have.
Try now.
I hear a little bit now, but it's intermittent is not clear. That's okay. What we're gonna do next time, because I plan on getting together with you again. What you do is let's try you share the music with me in advance, and I may
Yeah,
use that other software. But anyway, going back to a little bit quickly, what I was trying to do, the whole idea is you give an actual sample of the person singing, and you would expect to be able to sing along in your voice and have your voice be transformed into the AI
Wow.
voice. You know, where I would be singing, but the result will come out female. You know what I'm saying? That's not what happened. That's not what I got. But I have a feeling that the
It's close.
technology is going to get there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking about using the AI voice to put on this song that I wrote. I was seriously thinking about if I could get a good AI voice that can do that voice, I would do it.
Well, my friend, it is very close to being there. We just need to keep abreast of the laws, the things in Congress, the copyright issues when referring to AI. Because if you use something AI, do you actually own it? So we'll keep a close eye on.
Yeah, that's a big, and we'll just wrap it up here. But this main topic that we covered today is this AI. I tell you, let's kind of see what's going on with this AI. I guess maybe 3 months from now, to see if there's any movement in the government or any developments with the technology. Like I said, my little foray into the AI, it was not satisfactory. I mean, it didn't. I said, "Yeah, this ain't giving me no voice." But I'm kind of a songwriter, and I'm really not so much about quantity. I'm about quality. But I mean, I feel a little uneasy about being able that this AI, what I've seen that how it worked, that's giving me a little uneasy feeling about that. But who knows?
Yeah, it's got.
Maybe I might avail myself of it, maybe because I have songs that I just have lyrics only. I can put those lyrics into this software. In some cases, I may have music only. I guess, is it a way if you have music only, will the software give you words?
It's getting that. Well, he can do words, but it's getting to that point. They haven't released yet they're about to. You can upload your own music samples, but then who owns the rights? That's the whole problem. But I'll keep you abreast, and we'll chat on the side about it.
Yeah, we'll chat on it. So, I want to tell everybody again, this is Michael Johnson here, Music to Motion. Now, he's mainly on Facebook. If you're a musician, music